And welcome back to the Patriots Sports Network for men's soccer action on Hartzler Field in Florence, South Carolina. I'm Alex Wober, the voice in the booth, bringing you Patriots soccer on this Wednesday night. Before we get into the action, first, let's check out our pregame interview with Patriots head men's soccer coach, Luis Rincon.
All right, we're Alex Wober here with head coach Luis Rincon of the men's soccer team. First of all, a very impressive win against North Greenville, the number 18th ranked team in Division II soccer. Talk about, first of all, that win and how impressive that was for your team.
I think we did a very good job in general, in all phases of the game, defensively and offensively. It's a good boost for our team mentally because we have played well. It's just the result hasn't come in, so this is good for us.
Absolutely. Coming into this game tonight, though, against Chowan, this is a team that you guys have a little bit of, I wouldn't say bad blood with, but a little bit of history, I guess, from last year in the conference championship. Talk about what that means coming into this game.
Yeah, since I arrived here, we have played them, and everything has been a battle. You know what I mean? We beat them. My first year, we beat them in overtime. Last year, we tied their place and then lost in the final 2-1. So I don't expect any different about tonight. I think it's going to be a very tough game. Even though the record doesn't show who they really are, because same as us, we play very difficult regional games. But it's going to be a very, very tough match.
Absolutely. They have one of the best conference players in Harry Lovett. Talk about his game and how y'all plan on playing against him.
No, same as last year, we scout, of course, we adjust a little bit, but we have to worry about what we do with the ball and in terms of how we set tactically. That for us, that's much more important. Of course, we cannot give out too many fouls close to the box because he delivers those very well, and he has a lot of assists like last year and this year. So that's something that we gotta be cautious of.
Talk about some of the keys to success, though, going into tonight.
The same mentality, defend well, take our chances away. You know what I mean? I think against Wingate and Liz McRae, we defend well in general, but we didn't put the ball in the net. So we have to keep doing what we have done in the past two games.
Absolutely. Well, good luck tonight, and thank you for sitting down and talking with us.
Thanks a lot.
And we are back right here on the Patriots Sports Network. Let's talk about today's matchup. Today we have the Chowan University Hawks coming into the Swamp to face the Francis Marion University Patriots. The Patriots men's soccer program enters this season for their second year in Conference Carolinas. This season, Francis Marion has been picked to finish second in the 2022 Conference Carolinas men's soccer preseason coaches poll, finishing 1 point behind Chowan University. These two teams met in last year's Conference Carolinas Tournament Championship Final, where the Hawks came away victorious and earned a NCAA tournament bid. That would have been Coach Rincon's second NCAA tournament bid had the Patriots came out victorious in that matchup. But first, before we get started for first half action, let's take a look at the lineups for both sides. Let's start off with Chowan University to start off. Looking at their lineup today, goalkeeper number 1, Charlie Farrer. Defender number 2, Jay Wyatt. Midfielder number 3, Jamie Moore. Midfielder number 5, Dennis Bates. Midfielder number 6, Harry Lovett. Midfielder number 7, Bradley Benz. Forward number 9, James Randall. Forward number 11, Trent Drexage. Defender number 12, Devontae Blair. Forward number 14, Like Adamola. And midfielder number 28, Kai Rhymes. The Chowan University Hawks are head coached by Chris Wally and assisted by Josh Baker. Now let's take a look at the home defending Patriots of Francis Marion University. In goal, number 0, Andreas Scapolo. Number 4, defender, Ced Garcia. Midfielder number 6, Hugo Johnson. Midfielder number 8, Paul Sapper. Forward number 11, Alvaro Zamora. Midfielder number 12, Andres Lagos. Midfielder number 16, Kimo Limka. Midfielder number 20, Luke Geelan. Defender number 24, Sebastian Garcia. Midfielder number 27, Giancarlo Palma. And rounding out the Patriots lineup today, number 28 defender, Jose Spisaro. We have 45 up on the clock right now, and before we get started with first half action, of course, we'll go through the lineups here with our public address announcer. We'll go through the national anthem as well here on this cloudy Wednesday night as we are preparing for the incoming hurricane to hit the East Coast here. Luckily, Florence won't be hit by anything until likely Friday and Saturday. They'll get a couple of inches of rain and a little bit of winds over here in Florence, South Carolina, as well as other areas along the East Coast here in South Carolina and possibly North Carolina as well. But we do want to just, pray for those in Florida right now that are getting the most of Hurricane Fiona right now in the eye of the circle. So prayers out to those in Florida at the moment. But looking at this matchup tonight between these two squads, there's a lot of history there. There's a lot of history. I wouldn't say ended up victorious over the Patriots, who were having just a wonderful season. Chowan is led by the Conference Player of the Year last year, the midfielder number 6, Harry Lovett, who's had also a pretty great start to the season. We're going to pull up some stats here for Harry Lovett. But over on the Patriots side, we just saw this squad beat a ranked number 18 North Greenville University last week. A phenomenal game from the Patriots. Defensively, they held the number 18th team to, I think, 3 or 4 shots. And I'm not sure if it was, I think, 1 shot on target. They struggled to get shots up against this Patriots defense nonetheless. The defense just has to play like they did Saturday against North Greenville, but also bring that intensity of offense that they had in the second half to this game. Javier Bayo, who's had an incredible season for the Patriots, coming off the bench as a super sub, as well as the captain Alvaro Zamora in the midfield, setting up all the plays for the Patriots, as well as Hugo Johnson, who's a recent transfer from Coker University. He's done a great job in the midfield. It's going to be him, Zamora versus Harry Lovett today. It's going to be quite a matchup to see. But looking at Harry Lovett's stats, last year he was all Southeast Region first team. He was a Conference Carolina's first team member. He was a part of the Elite 23 as well. And, yes, in 2020 as well, he was a first-team Conference Carolinas member. Let's look at some of the stats that he has so far this season. He's got 2 goals to his name, 2 against Mount Olive, who the Patriots have already played as well. And they had a nice game against the Trojans up there. He's also leading Chowan with 5 assists. And I could be wrong, but that might also be leading Conference Carolinas. 5 assists for the midfielder. A total of 9 points responsible for this Hawks squad. So Harry Lovett going to be a huge main piece of this Chowan squad tonight. I expect the same for the Patriots midfield with Hugo Johnson, Alvaro Zamora, many more, Paul Sapper. I can go down the list, but you understand what I'm saying. This is going to be a very hard-fought battle. I expect a defensive battle as well, and that it was a defensive battle against North Greenville on Saturday for basically the entire first half. The Patriots, though, done a great job of creating shot opportunities these last few games, which they struggled with early on in the season, and they've also done a great job at finishing. They've done a good job at finishing, putting pressure on the defense inside the box opportunities. They've done a great job of eliminating opponents' opportunities inside the box as well. Like we said, North Greenville, only 3 or 4 shots against this Patriots defense. And that all starts with the all-conference selection in Sebastian Garcia, who is the anchor of the back line. Said Garcia back there as well. Jose Spisaro, who's a new face, a part of this defense, as well as many others a part of this defense. We're going to see a lot of growth from this team, I expect. It is a mainly graduate student-occupied squad, but there's a lot of young faces, a lot of young talent here for head coach Luis Rincon and assistant coach Kevin Martin, his student assistant Santiago Ramirez. They've got a lot of talent a part of the squad, and I think a lot of people here at FMU, as well as the conference, is excited to see what they have. But before we get into action here, we'll go through our starting lineups one more time here with our public address announcer and as well as the national anthem. So we'll see you back here in a few minutes right here on the Patriots Sports Network.
Coaches or team representatives will not be tolerated on the grounds for removal from the site of competition. We appreciate your cooperation in creating a safe and positive game environment. Fans are reminded that Francis Marion University is a smoke-free campus and that no pets are allowed within the confines of the Griffin Athletic Complex. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Francis Marion University in Hartzler Field for tonight's Conference Carolinas men's soccer match between the Chowan University Hawks and your Francis Marion University Patriots. And also welcome to Greeks at the Game match. Before we meet tonight's starting lineups, if everyone would please rise, and gentlemen, remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. At this time, let's meet the starting lineup. For the Hawks from Murfreesboro, North Carolina. In goal, number 1, a sophomore from Wakefield, England, Charlie Farrar. Number 2, a junior from Peterborough, England, Jay Wyatt. Number 3, a freshman from Sheffield, England, Jamie Moore. Number 5, a graduate student from Oswestry in Wales, Dennis Bates. Number 6, a senior from Wexham in Wales, Harry Lovett. Number 7, a freshman from Pontefract, England, Bradley Benz. Number 9, a graduate student from London, England, James Randall. Number 11, a graduate student from the Netherlands, Trin Drexlodge. Number 12, a junior from LaBelle, Florida, Devontae Blair. Number 14, a freshman from Eastbourne, England, Lekay Adamola. And 28, a junior from Ascot, England, Kai Rhymes. The Hawks are coached by Chris Wally. He's assisted by Josh Baker. And now the starting lineup for your Francis Marion University Patriots. In goal, number 0, a graduate student from Milan, Italy, Andrea Scapolo. Number 4, a junior from Bogota, Colombia, Syed Garcia. Number 6, a graduate student from Malmo, Sweden, Hugo Johnson. Number 8, a freshman from Gibbon, Germany, Paul Sapper. Number 11, a graduate student from Madrid, Spain, Alvera Zamora. Number 12, a sophomore from the Gold Coast in Australia, Andreas Lagos. Number 16, a junior from Hamburg, Germany, Kimo Limka. Number 20, a graduate student from Albergen in the Netherlands, Luke Halen. Number 24, a senior from Asuncion, Paraguay, Sebastian Garcia. Number 27, a junior from Caracas, Venezuela, Giancarlo Palma. And 28, a freshman from Caracas, Venezuela, Jose Spasaro. Your Patriots are coached by Luis Rincon. He's assisted by Kevin Martin, and Santiago Ramirez. The athletic trainer is Kinsey Dunst Nelson.
And we are back right here on the Patriots Sports Network, awaiting kickoff here. It's 7:03. It should be a 7:05 kickoff approximately. The sun has pretty much set here in Florence, South Carolina. The lights are on here at Hartzler Field, and what a great night for a soccer match here in Florence, South Carolina. Pre-Hurricane Fiona, the weather's nice. We're getting our first taste of fall here today. And I think both sides are excited, hyped up, and ready to go. Like we said, lots of history between the two teams. And I think we're going to see even more history made tonight. Chowan University will be sporting all blue kits with white numberings, a little bit of white trim on the top. And your Francis Marion University Patriots representing the all-white with some blue stripe down the bottom side, and Andrea Scapolo sporting his natural green in gold tonight. Farrar for the Hawks sporting an all-black attire. Your officials today, your head official in the middle, John Matto, and your sideline judges, Colin Ashley and Larry Williams. It seems that the Patriots won the coin toss to start off the game. Sed Garcia and Javier Bello, the captains, elected to defend Chowan's side first to start off the half. And it looks like Chowan will kick off as well. If you missed it in the pregame, it is Greeks at the game, so big crowd here tonight at Hartzler Field from all the sorority and fraternities representing Greek life here at FMU. Good to see them make an appearance tonight here. And my mistake, it looks like the Patriots will actually kick off. So maybe the Hawks won the coin toss. Not exactly sure, but as we got a little sample of Darude Sandstorm playing there for us. We don't have the towels to be like South Carolina during their sandstorm pregame, but we'll do a good job of trying to replicate it. Let's say that. We're starting off Chowan with an early throw in. They're going to play it to the back line and probably boot it around a little bit. Should be a possessive game for both sides. Try to avoid mistakes. That's defender Jay Wyatt representing the back line tonight with number 3, Jamie Moore. Playing sort of a center back role tonight, but his roster position has him as a midfielder. So he may be involved in a few set pieces as well as some corner kicks, anything like that tonight. We should see him get involved. But a throw in here should be a long throw in the way that the Hawks are preparing in the box. And I believe that's Harry Lovett. It is. Well, Harry Lovett. We've talked all about him in the pregame and how well his resume is within the conference and how well he's done as the captain of this Hawks program. He's done a phenomenal job, and I think it's going to be a true battle for both sides, especially the Patriots defending him, but it's also going to be a true battle for Lovett as well to try and get off opportunities for the Hawks against this Patriots defense. They do have a corner kick here to start off. They're getting a corner kick early here in the first 2 minutes of the match. Lovett's going to take it. Scapolo is guarded by a Hawk in the goal, sort of shielding him off from making a play on the ball. The ball is headed out, but it is returned back to the Hawks, to Harry Lovett on the wing. Fakes a send into the box, and they'll do it that time. Scapolo that time with a Odell-esque catch, trying to get around some of the Hawks defenders inside the box. Dangerous stuff here inside the box. I always say you never want to play around too much with the ball that close to your own net, but there's not much opening for the Patriots so far in midfield, and up top is secured by the Hawks. But playing around the back line, probably going to be their best bet here. Zamora back to Gielan. Back to Garcia. Faz Lagos in the middle. And Lagos is playing really deep right now, almost like a center defensive mid. But he'll come up, I'm sure, on the attack, and he'll be involved in setting up some of those plays for the Patriots. As he's a new face, I guess, to this program, but also a new face to the starting lineup. He's seen the pitch quite a lot these past 2 games. Zamora down the wing to Palma. Palma on the edge of the box. Pass back to Zamora. Cuts inside. Cuts back. Tries to chip the keeper, but Farrer with great positioning that time. He was ready for the chip shot from Zamora. Sidewinder punt this time from Farrer. Sebastian Garcia defends, gets around. James Randall that time, who was looking to take it to the corner flag. Palma gets through traffic. There's Hugo Johnson with it now. He's going to have Zamora, but an outside of the foot pass. He's a little bit behind him. Zamora was looking for more of a through ball that time. Zamora making some moves in the box, chipped the ball in, and it's headed out of bounds. Outside the box that time by the Hawks. And Chowan's got possession once again. Said Garcia defending. And he finds a way to intercept it. Kimo Limke with a man on his back. He came off the field last game once or twice, but it seems today that he's back to good enough health to perform for the Patriots. And that'll be a free kick now awarded for FMU after a duo of Hawks take down Luke Geelan. And the sunset here in Florence, South Carolina is unbelievable right now. One of the prettiest nights for Patriots soccer we've seen this season. And soft pass that time from Said Garcia almost got taken away. It's headed back to Fowler. I'm sure some of our photographers down on the field are going to absolutely love getting some pictures of this skyline out here tonight. For those of you that follow any Charleston, South Carolina news outlets on any social media, you saw that they had a very similar sunset last night. Almost a full pink skyline. Beautiful stuff here in South Carolina. Under 40 minutes now. No shots for both sides, but a corner kick opportunity for the Hawks has given them the closest and best opportunity yet. There's Lovett on the wing. Defended well by Zamora, and that'll be a throw-in deep near the corner flag for Chowan. It's almost like it isn't 7 o'clock here right now. It looks like it's the middle of the day. Scapolo that time bounces over his head and sends one over the head of number 11, Tren Drexage, putting pressure on Scapolo there in the box. Something we're seeing already early here by the Hawks as they're putting pressure on the Patriots' back line, forcing them to make quick decisions. Not something we really saw from the Crusaders. They allowed the Patriots to really do what they wanted with the ball, hold it as long as they wanted to, and maintain possession. I think that's what really held the Crusaders back, is they didn't have the ball enough. They simply could not maintain possession, and the Patriots did it all night long. Francis Marion University Athletics would love to thank the following sponsors, brought to you by Adidas, Circle Park Behavioral Health Services, McLeod Regional Medical Center, Ken Jackson and Remax Professionals, Pepsi, McDonald's, Rains Hospitality, including Fairfield Inn, Spring Hill Suites, Courtyard by Marriott, Comfort Inn, and Hyatt Place, King Cadillac Buick GMC, McLeod Sports Medicine, Chick-fil-A, Quincy Steakhouse, Little Caesars, La Quinta Inn and Suites, KFC and Arby's, Waffle House, Sparrow and Kennedy Tractor Supply, McCall's Supply Incorporated, Western Sizzlin Steakhouse, State Credit Union, and Zaxby's. Again, Francis Marion would like to thank those sponsors for everything they do here for the athletic department and the school. Back to play here now, and that'll be a throw-in for the Patriots. That comes off the left foot of James Randall. Garcia going to play it to Spasaro. Like I said, the only change that I notice right away here from the Patriots lineup is Said Garcia playing as a left back at the moment, which is interesting with Sebastian Garcia and Jose Spasaro man into center back positions. But then again, formations are really just a number. You could be flexible with your wing backs, your center backs, your center mids. So it'll be an interesting, 90 minutes. See what both squads come up with. They come up with any tricks up their sleeves, we'll be the first ones to let you know. There's the throw in here for the Hawks, number 12, Devontae Blair. Cuts inside. Playing down the wing now, meant for Lovett. Plays a ball into the box. Headed up, Scapolo going to come down with it. Ten minutes through and still no shots for both sides. Deja vu a little bit from the North Greenville game. Big ball from Sebastian Garcia gets over the head of Lovett. And Lovett makes his way all the way back just to get that ball for the Hawks. Counterattack now for the Hawks. Through ball. And Sebastian Garcia going to be right there. Plays it towards the wing. It's picked up that time by a Hawk. Geelan working to get there. Here's a shot opportunity. It's deflected. Now what it might have been a good scoring chance that time by James Randall if it wasn't deflected by a squad of Patriots. So Chowan already with some action inside the box. That's their first shot. And an on-goal shot as well. Nice ball from Zamora up the line to Geelan. Behind Zamora that time. He's frustrated as he thought he saw something in the defense. Might have been able to take advantage of that. That ball might have been played just a bit ahead of him. Bradley Benz. Sent into the box. Scapolo calls off Spisaro. As they are looking to get Trent Drexage heavily involved inside the box. He's got a bit of height on Spisaro, but when it comes to Sebastian Garcia, they're pretty evenly matched. Ball to the middle for Hugo Johnson. Over to Lagos. He's got Sapper up the wing. He's going to send him a chip pass. Sapper cuts inside. He's got space. Plays it into the box to Palma. Ball into the box. Mitt for Zamora. Just too much on it. Fowler comes up with an easy pickup. Ball this time just going to get there for Randall. Lagos plays it over to Garcia. Then to Geelan, back to Scapolo. Scapolo's got to send it out of bounds. Like I said previously, dangerous play within the box. Eventually, Chowan's going to capitalize on that, and they're going to make a play out of it. You know, being smart, not playing too much with the ball inside the boxes, I thought was pretty common sense for any soccer team or anybody out there playing the sport of football. Shot rebounded, but sent over the bar. Just a bit wide right. And that'll go down as the Hawks' second shot. Again, playing in the box. Free kick now for FMU, but like I was saying, playing inside the box is only going to create more problems for you. It's especially the way Chowan's running to the ball right now. They're getting there quick, fast, and they're putting pressure on the defense, keeping them on their toes. Kimo Limke comes up with a nice tackle that time, steals it away. It's going to go out wide, play it to Zamora. Zamora with a nice cut. Cuts inside, stays with it somehow. And it's taken away that time by number 3, Jamie Moore. Goes out of bounds. Will be a Patriot throw-in. And a substitute coming on for FMU. That's Javier Bayo. He's coming on for the winger, Giancarlo Palma, who's been impressive in his showings so far in the season. They'll have to redo the throw-in now. Not sure if the clock was stopped or what exactly happened on that. Keelan going to have it here, close to the corner flag. Plays it into Johnson. No offsides on a throw-in. Played from Johnson and caught by Farr. And we'll see him do that sidewinder punt this time again. And he'll fake it and roll it back out to Jamie Moore. Garcia heads it up. Back to Garcia. They'll say out of bounds, and that's a goal kick now for the Patriots. I believe they're going to overrule that call, though. Our official in the middle, John Matto, going to overrule the call, give it a corner kick here for the Hawks. I think they're saying Spasaro touched it before it went out of bounds from Drexage. So another set-piece opportunity here for the Hawks. They do have the extra man there in case of the short pass. Ball's played like a line drive into the box. Cleared out. Not too far, though. Limke is going to have the last laugh. Boot it past half field. There's Paul Sapper now. Somehow kept in bounds. Could be a throw in now for the Patriots. They're telling Gielan to back up just a tad bit. I thought the ball went out right in front of the Patriots sideline. Luis Rincon was raising his hand for the out-of-bounds marker. Gielan with the ball, meant for Johnson, I believe. Picked up quickly by the Hawks. Kimo Limke, man on his back, and he's pretty much tackled like a football player that time by Drexage. Saw a clip today of Draymond Green doing something like that. It looked exactly like Draymond Green of the Golden State Warriors on that play. Javier Bayo flicks it for Johnson. Johnson gets his foot on it first. Out there on the wing, going to fake the cross. Send it now this time. Javier Bayo with it. Top of the box. Played to Zamora. Shot! In the back of the net, Zamora! Off the volley, Alvaro Zamora gets the Patriots' first goal! 1-0 now here at the 27th minute of play. Excuse me, the 17th minute of play. The ball from Javier Bayo finds a wide open Alvaro Zamora just 6 yards away from the net. Puts it in off the volley. Let's take a look at the replay this time. Ball in from Johnson. Bayo gets the touch. And he knows his right-hand man's right there. Plays it to Zamora and into the back of the net. 1-0 Patriots with the lead here in the first half. Electric. Patriots, I'm sure, are happy that they've got that one against their conference rival. Obviously, the Patriots' main rival through most sports is UNC Pembroke, but they don't have a men's soccer program anymore at their college. And I would say that Chowan, with the history that both these programs have, especially after last year's Conference Carolinas tournament, they are absolutely warranted as conference rivals. And the Patriots, they know that, and they took advantage early on here. Beautiful shot in the box from Zamora. So now that the Hawks are down 1-0, it is early in the first half. I don't think they'll play with that much of a sense of urgency, but I definitely think that they're going to turn up the intensity at least now that they're down here in the first half. Hawks defense going to play a little bit more high this time now, down 1-0. They're going to put the pressure on both the offense and the defense of the Patriots. It's one of the only, might not be the only one, but one of very few goals the Patriots have scored in the first half that hasn't been a penalty kick. Very good to see of Francis Marion University getting things going early, getting the upper hand of the momentum. Bayo that time tackled by Jay Wyatt for the free kick. Javier Bayo with a little bit of a Michael Jordan shrug, you know. There's Zamora now up the line. Plenty of space. Ball played into the box to Johnson. Just a bit too hard. Johnson would have been one-on-one with Fire that time with a Hawk just circulating around the box. And Fire rolls it out for himself. He's going to take a closer whack at the ball. Looking for the handball, no call. Ball served into the box, and Drexage tried to go with the foot that time. Might have been a better idea to go with a header on that play. Would have possibly had a chance to sneak that one into the back corner. Bayo flicks it to Sapper. Sapper splits some defenders. Trying a bit too much with the ball. Garcia heads it back to Scapolo. Now he can pick it up. Keelan has Johnson in the middle. Plays it to Limke, looking for Zamora, but the ball played just a bit too ahead. Played back to Farrer. Love it. Towards Gielan's side. Gielan well defended. And he's fouled now for a Patriot free kick. Free kick now going to be taken by Sed Garcia. There'll be a stoppage of time real quick, and then we'll resume play. It's going to be taken by Spasaro, as a matter of fact. The Patriots switched the free kick taker 3 times. They didn't quite like Garcia. Garcia said, no, you take it. Spasaro said, okay, I'll take that. I'll take the free kick. Give it to me. Ball played into Zamora. Back to Limka. Keelan with a man on his back. Patriots defense plays it back to Scapolo, and Scapolo just has to boom it to midfield. Off the lap of Johnson, over the head of Lovett that time. Zamora was looking for Johnson, faked out. I thought he was going to fake out the Chowan defense by looking to Sapper, and then playing the through ball to Johnson that time, but the Hawks were ready on all cylinders. Garcia now. Patriots with a little bit of leeway as the Hawks aren't pressuring their center backs, but mainly their wing backs. Gielan, Garcia, Sapper. That's who they've been looking at pressure-wise. They've been pressuring Sebastian and Spasaro during the game as well, just not as efficiently or effectively. There's Sapper now with it. Was looking for Johnson, but slide tackle that time from Lovett. And Lagos returns the favor, but it still remains with the Hawks. Ball played over the top for Randall. Randall versus Sapper. Sapper actually managed to get it off the top of the foot from Randall, so that'll be a goal kick for Scapolo now. Going to play it short out to Sebastian Garcia this time. Bayo flicks it to Johnson. Johnson is 1v1. Tried to play it towards Bayo. And they'll give a free kick now for the Hawks. That time, Jay Wyatt picking up the free kick. Yeah, potentially a good ball that time from Johnson. Would have been played to Bayo down the wing. It would have been a nice opportunity for the Patriots. Just not a lot of people up front for them to even really successfully complete a cross play. But they still had a 2v2 opportunity. Bayo manages to get through that. It's 1v1 with Fowler. Defended well by Lagos. They say free kick for the Hawks. I believe that the main official, John Matto, is giving out warnings for opposing players not putting the ball in the right spot for free kicks or throw-ins. We'll see what happens from those warnings if anything further occurs. Going to be a deep free kick, going to be taken by Harry Lovett. Back to Lovett. He played it short. Maybe wanted a better angle on it. They'll take it to the corner flag. Deflected. Somehow kept alive. Johnson just plays it out of bounds. It's a throw-in, but deflected off a Hawk. Now that's going to be going for the Patriots. Throw-in was played, intended for Zamora. It goes out of bounds, though, so the Hawks give it right back. And, again, this is another warning from official John Matto saying to quit giving yourself extra feet just to play a throw-in or a free kick. It's a really interesting thing about soccer or football, or whatever you want to call it. It's interesting how, I notice the little things sometimes up here in the booth, just free kicks, throw-ins like we're talking about, and the players will kind of take, when the officials aren't looking, taking, a couple steps forward, couple steps backwards, whatever, just to get the better angle on the ball. Interesting tactic from some of these student athletes. You love to see it. Even in the pros, they do it as well. So just a funny thing to see. Here's Hugo Johnson battling for it. That time Wyatt was on him. That time Bayo's pass is taken away by Devontae Blair, but gained back by Sebastian Garcia, who's playing very high off the line right now. He's going to send the ball for Zamora. Tried to play it off his back leg. Headed out of bounds, though, by Lovett, so a throw in here for the Patriots. There's Johnson. He's going to play it back to Lagos. Sapper, defended by Blair. Off the foot that time of Drexage. Dangerous pass by Sapper. Ball into the box, headed, saved by Scapolo. They tried to call for the handball, no handball given. Hugo Johnson battling for it, passes it back to Seth Garcia. Garcia plays it to Zamora. Zamora tried to play it off the lap. No call on a free kick that time. Flicked back by Drexage, and Scapolo will call off his neighboring defenders that time. Sebastian Garcia played it forward to Bayo. Touch off the leg, just too much. Here come the Hawks now with an opportunity inside the box. Garcia gets tangled up, somehow finds its way in the back of the net off the boot of Scapolo. I thought he had a for sure save. Let's take a quick replay and check out what exactly just happened on that play. It looked like a ghost goal almost. Here's the play this time from James Randall, who gets by Sebastian Garcia. And just off the leg of Scapolo, ricochets back into the net for the Hawks, and they've tied things up here with 13:59 to go here in the first half. So, interesting that time for the Hawks is Scapolo just with an unlucky moment, really. Not a bad thing for Scapolo. I don't think it's an error on his part necessarily. Just an unlucky position by him that time. He saved it, but it just went back into the net instead of going out of the box. Tough luck that time for Scapolo. I know he wishes he had that one back and maybe position himself just a hair to the left. There's Bayo, plays it off the chest to Zamora. Bayo over towards Cavarero. Cavarero with a ball in, meant for Sapper. And they'll say a throw-in just right in front of the corner flag for Sapper. Zamora has it. He's trying to split the defenders. Tough job to do 1v2. Here's the ball that time for Randall. Randall catches his own foot. That's no foul on Sapper that time. And Randall's down on the ground. He's aching in pain right now. We're going to take a quick break and come right back here on the Patriots Sports Network. Hope everything's okay for the Hawks.
Conference Carolinas is where tradition is unmatched and excellence is earned daily in the classroom, during practice, and in high-level competition.
Tigerville has become Titletown.
Our virtues set us apart. We daily work to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolinas.
Let me paint you a picture. All of all of the faculty, all of the administration decked out in their regalia. And as you look up at all those people, you see families, huge families. And you know why all those people are there? Because this is the very first one, the very first graduate. So special.
Right back here on the Patriots Sports Network, we just took a quick break there as a Hawk had to be carried off the field, but it looks like he was able to get off on his own will. We'll see if he comes back into the game. That was James Randall, who caught his own foot. And went down pretty hard, and they had the trainer come out here. He was able to walk off, and good for him that he had to come off for just a quick second, so the Hawks had to play with a man down there for just a quick minute. Played to Bayo. Free kick awarded for the Patriots now. They tried to say handball off of Bayo. So they had Hugo Johnson come out for Gabriel Cavarero. We missed that substitution here on our side, but it did happen. Paul Sapper off of his toe. Lagos tries to make something out of it. There's Randall back again on the field. Defended by Garcia. Garcia wins it that time, as Randall got by him on the first time he had it in the box. Managed to put it in the back of the net off of Scapolo's boot. Sebastian Garcia plays it to Luke Galen, who's getting caught by a Hawk. There's Cavarero on the side. Ball in from Cavarero off of Zamora's head, and Charlie Fowler with just great positioning right there, playing the near post. So under 12 minutes to go. Score still remains 0-0. This looks a lot like the championship game last year in terms of what's on the scoreboard at the moment. There's Cabarrero coming up to intercept. He's got wheels. There he goes on the wing. Oh, cut back inside. Might have gotten the defender to bite on that one. There's Lagos with it now in the middle. Has to play it out to Sebastian Garcia. I expect to see some crazy stuff here in these last 11 minutes of the first half. Ball played for Galen. He's able to get around the defender, but just out of bounds. And we'll get a stoppage of time. And I'll say out of bounds, a throw in here for Chowan. Long throw in from Lovett. That's how you know Lovett's throwing the ball in. If the ball goes about 20, 30 yards downfield, you know it's the captain of the Hawks, Harry Lovett. Conference Carolina's championship reads here for you, our partners in Conference Carolina's. The 2022-23 Conference Carolina's championship season is coming soon. Please visit conferencecarolinas.com/championships to learn more about all of the 2022-23 Conference Carolinas championships. Ball from Galen played deep to Bayo. Off the back of Bayo, there's Zamora. He loses at that time by Wyatt. And they'll award it for Chowan. Free kick given. Played out to Blair. Through the legs of Garcia. Garcia able to be there, but a foul that time from Blair. right to the shin guard of Garcia. It is a yellow card for the Hawks. Javier Bello is saying, how is that not a red card? Bello not happy. He's one of the captains of this Patriots squad. He's not very happy with the call made. Some sportsmanship that time from Drexage helping up Sebastian Garcia. Well, Garcia looks to be okay, but I can definitely see where that rattled him there for a second. So at a yellow card given to Devontae Blair. Throw in for the Patriots now. They're going to be a substitution. Got a double sub coming in for FMU. Looks to be Nick Hunick. And waiting to see who the next one is. Looks to be Matias Morales. And it is not. It's Herman Fernandez. Like, from my viewpoint, I'm looking all the way across the pitch, looking at the midfield mark. But it is Herman Fernandez who had the third and closing goal for the Patriots against North Greenville University. The freshman defender got his first career goal against the number 18th ranked Crusaders of North Greenville. Impressive stuff. He's coming in now late here in the first half. A little bit of extra defensive support. And after talking to him after the game, the freshman really holds himself to a high standard, and he did a fantastic job against North Greenville. Absolutely great player for this program. Hope to see him here in the near future. We got a corner kick now for FMU as they were working inside the Hawks box. Score still remains 1-1, and it'll actually, yes, it will be a corner kick. I thought for a second there it was going to be a free kick to where Kimo Limke was standing, but he's going to take the corner. Could play it short to Paul Sapper. But inside the box, Pissarro, Sebastian Garcia, Javier Bello, Nick Hunick, and Luke Geelan. There's the ball in from Limke. Sebastian Garcia off the fingertips of Farr, who binds himself in the back of the net. Great header that time by Sebastian Garcia. So Limke is going to take it on the other side with 4 Patriots at the top of the box. Sapper is also going to come in. Here comes the ball. That ball played out. Cavalero playing at midfield to just maintain possession. He's got a lot of speed on him outside, and he's trying to get around some of the Hawks. Free kick now for Francis Marion University. Not sure. I thought they were going to give a card that time to Sebastian Garcia, but that foul was nowhere near as aggressive and physical as the one down here on the Patriots side from Devontae Blair and Sebastian Garcia. Free kick now under 6 minutes. Long ball intended for Lovett or Drexage. Not sure who they were going for up top, but those were the Hawks in the area. Throw in now for the Hawks. They play it to midfield. Ball down the wing. Cavalero steps in. And Hunick playing Cavalero. There's Luke Geelan. He's almost hand-clinged by the Hawks. Gielen's throw in. Finds Hunick. Throw in now at midfield for the Patriots. Intended for Limke and booted towards Drexage. And no touch by Ced Garcia as Drexage was trying to draw the free kick. It does it again. Garcia down now. And a free kick given for FMU. And some tempers flaring between both sides. And they're having discussions with the official, John Matto, right now to see what the official call is going to be on the field. I believe it is still in favor of the Patriots for a free kick, but we were waiting to see if a card was going to be given, as that was a hard foul that time by Chowan. Low ball from Limke into the back of Bayo. He wasn't even looking for it. Bayo not happy because he wasn't quite ready for the reception of the ball. I don't think many of the Patriots were ready as well for the set. Gielen flicked it, Hunick, but no Patriots in the area. And now it's going to be a throw-in back on the Patriots side of the field. Under 3 minutes to go. Score still remains 1-1. Chowan lead with 4 shots to the Patriots 3, but the Patriots have the edge on corner kicks 3-2. And another injury here for FMU. That looks to be Kimo Limke, who's down on the ground. Potentially dealing with a aggravated leg injury. But here is a yellow card given to head coach Larice Rincon. He is absolutely not happy about the call. They're talking back and forth to each player. Our official, John Matto, is just going to pick the ball up, and he's going to have a few words with both sides. None of this can continue within the game, or tempers will start to flare. Things could get out of hand, and that's probably the last thing we want to see happen in a great match like this in Conference Carolinas. But physical play is going to happen, but that absolutely does not need to be any aggressive behavior or any sort of violence whatsoever. That'll be probably one of the last warnings John Matto gives, and then cards are just going to start flying out of his pocket. That's my prediction after seeing the body language from my point of view up here. It doesn't look like he's happy with some of the players' behaviors here in the first half. As we continue play now at 2:25 to go. Garcia's ball is wobbly and goes out of bounds. It's going to be a throw in now from Blair. Good tackle by Sebastian Garcia. There's James Randall. And the one thing you got to be careful with here in the box is, especially with the physicality and the aggression here in the last few minutes, don't knock anybody over in that box, because I promise a whistle may be blown and or a card will be given. And there's a card, just like we said. That was the final warning of John Matto. He's now saying cards for everyone. You get a card, kind of like Oprah. You get a card, you get a card, you get a card. Everybody look under their seats. You got a yellow card right there for you. John Matto gives the second one for the Hawks to Trent Drexage. And Scopola is going to take the free kick just about 30 yards out. There'll be a substitution here for Chowan as well. Drexage coming off for number 15. Wesley Illes, the junior forward out of Santa Cruz, Aruba, transferred from the University of Aruba. Now, I figured that card was eventually going to come out after what we saw there at the 2:25 mark, where John Matto had a couple of words with both squads. There's Bayo now inside the box, though. Plays it out to Cavarero. We could have an interesting opportunity here for the Patriots. Cavarero turns, plays it into Hunick. And that ball's boomed over to Sebastian Garcia, who heads it back, intended for Hunick. Sapper comes up with it. Looking to play Hunick again, and that ball sent into the crowd. No souvenirs for anybody, but hope they had their heads up ready for that one. There's Paul Sapper now with the throw in. He's going to be looking for Lemke. Almost got a hand on it. Lemke battling here against Blair. And that's another free kick for the Patriots. Oh, excuse me, that's going to be going for Chowan, as a matter of fact. I don't know how you could give that to Chowan with how that play just transpired. Kimo Lemke, who's been tackled maybe 5 times in the last 5 minutes, and you give that one to the Hawks. Like I said, I don't make the calls. I don't get paid to officiate or anything like that, but definitely questionable from my viewpoint up here. Kimo Lemke just does not look comfortable running around either. He's been taken down so many times. But we got 20 seconds counting down now as the clock did not stop. So Charlie Farr is going to take this free kick and probably in the half here.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Cesaro clears
3,
it, and that's over
2,
to Wyatt.
1, 0.
And that's going to conclude the first half for you right here on the Patriots Sports Network. We're going to go through some of the halftime stats on both sides. Let's start off first with Chowan. Let's look at some of their team stats. 4 shots leading the Patriots, 3. 1 assist for the Patriots. That was coming from Javier Bayo to Alvarez Zamora on the 1 goal. The Patriots scored in the 17th minute. Patriots edging the Hawks with 3 corners to the Hawks 2, as well as 2 yellow cards for the Hawks. Those were in the last about 10 minutes of this match. Let's take a look at some of the individual stats. Chowan with the 1 goal from James Randall. 3 shots from him as well, 2 on goal. He went down late in the first half but came back. 1 shot as well from Benz. And that concludes Chowan's shooting stats. For the goalkeeper, Charlie Farr, 1 goal allowed, 2 saves, including a couple of great saves inside the box on some Patriots attempts. Looking at the Patriots side, though, 2 shots for Alvarez Zamora, 2 on goal, 1 in the back of the net. Sebastian Garcia with the other shot on goal, and 1 assist for Javier Bayo. That'll conclude the halftime stats. We'll mention one more thing in terms of possession. This half, at least, Francis Marion led Chowan 56% to 44%. Well, we have Greeks at the game here, so we're going to stay right here on the Patriots Sports Network and let y'all witness what we have going on here on a Wednesday night.
For tonight's men's soccer match. Let's take a moment and introduce the various fraternities and sororities currently active at FMU. Please welcome Alpha Delta Pi, Kappa Alpha Order, Kappa Delta, Pi Kappa Alpha. Tau Kappa Epsilon. Zeta Tau Alpha. Let's hear it for our Francis Marion University Greek Life, and thank you for supporting Francis Marion University Athletics.
If there's a prettier place to go to college in the springtime,